Hi, my name is Stephen Haynes, and I'm an attorney with Davis Law Group. And today you're joining us for the Purposeful Planning Seminar. We hope that this is just the beginning of a conversation with you and your family that doesn't end today, but starts something that'll last for a long time, much longer than we have today. Like many of you, there rarely seems to be time to think about the future. With work demands, home responsibilities, there always seems to be something to do, cleaning up, answering phone calls, answering emails, you name it. Much less time to think about the future, planning for your family's mission or vision. And it also seems like everyone else has their life together. Just like you, I've sat down at the end of a long day, breathed a sigh of exhaustion, and thought to myself, there has to be something more. What's my purpose? Will I only be remembered for the money that I left, the things that I said or did? As estate planning attorneys here at DLG, we talk a lot about legacy with our clients. Legacy is a term that's used frequently, but sometimes even that seems a little vain to think that we're just remembered as an individual for hundreds of years when we'll most likely only end up as a note on ancestry.com years from now. At DLG, we worked with clients through these questions and even ourselves and our families to think about how we can pass down more than just assets, or passing down the knowledge and experience that our clients have utilized to build businesses and pass those down to the next generation as they get older. Sometimes we're starting with new families that are just starting off and thinking through these questions of how to plan to pass down more to the next generation. And as a result, we've created a 3-step process for building a legal foundation to create a legacy that's much, much more than remembering just me or just you. Legacy is about building a foundation of values, beliefs, blessings, and advice conveyed to that next generation. And our goal is to help you establish a legal foundation that'll last 7 generations or more. So to kind of start us off, we'll do a brief overview of Estate Planning 101. Now, this isn't a seminar to get into a lot of details about what a will or trust is or powers of attorney, but you need to have some foundation of how these documents work and why they're important. A will is a document that is only effective after your passing, so after death. A trust is a little different in that it's effective both during your life and after you pass. And a power of attorney is a document that's only effective while you're still alive. Now, all of these documents help handle your finances or legal decisions if you're unable or unwilling to make those decisions. And you authorize someone else, an individual or an entity, to administer those assets on your behalf. However, many of these documents look the same. They're just forms, they're just legal documents, but we don't take that approach here at DLG because we don't want those documents to just be distinguishable by your name. So how do we create a plan that's unique to your family? In order to find the solution and this answer, we first have to define what's wealth. Your family is unique. Your story and the wealth that it encompasses is made up of much more. We at DLG define wealth as much broader than a financial balance sheet. We define it as experiences, values, knowledge, morals, religious legacy, and also assets. Of course, those are taken into account. And we want to make sure that we pass those down in a tax efficient and legal way. Throughout much of history, estate planning has been known as one of the oldest forms of written documentation. In the past, our ancestors have taken this approach of defining wealth to be much more than just finances until recently. Past cultures have defined wealth by multi-generational transfers of knowledge and tradition, and not just the financial balance sheets. The transfer of knowledge and experience enabled the next generation to continue the family business, whatever that may have been. And many cultures have stories to symbolize these transfers. As examples, the Bible and Other ancient manuscripts give us early examples of this transfer of knowledge and experience to the next generation to encourage and provide resources to their successors to live prosperous lives. DLG's legacy process, as we've kind of thought through this, is more than just stale legal documents. Just like you, we want to ensure that our family values and what our clients have built during their lifetime will be efficiently transferred to those they designate without interference from unnecessary taxes, court costs, or litigation. We also know that most people just want peace of mind. So how do we create this peace of mind? By guiding our clients through a three-step process. This process includes discussions around three things. First, family dynamics. Second, the preservation and growth of your family and your business. And then transition planning. So how are assets stewarded? What are those conversations that you're having on a daily basis or at least an annual basis with those coming behind you on your values and your ethics? And we do that on an annual basis with our clients to make sure that everyone involved in the process is familiar and ready to take the next step if mom or dad were to pass away. Just like you, again, I've wondered if my family has that clear plan and purpose if I'm gone or if my wife's gone. And that if I'm gone, my family will use the assets that we've built together to be passed down wisely because we've clearly conveyed the values, beliefs, and advice to the next generation in a way that they'll be able to pick it up even if we were to disappear off the face of the earth. And many of our clients wonder if their attorney will even care about them as an individual or a family unit. And we at DLG really take that seriously and really want to make sure that our clients understand that we care about them. And that's why we waive our initial consult fee of $325 for anyone that attends the seminar that wants to meet with a DLG attorney to take that next step to schedule an initial consultation to walk through this three-step process. During that three-step process and during that initial consult, you're probably wondering, how do we accomplish these conversations and the drafting of legal documents to convey what we've discussed previously with wealth that's not just a financial balance sheet? So first, we capture your family's uniqueness. Like I said, most estate planning documents look the same. If you were to remove the name at the beginning and the signature line at the end, they're pretty much going to look the same. Now, each scenario is a little different, but the legal ease within it is very similar. So our method guides you through drafting a plan that communicates your family's values, mission, and plan for the future. Most importantly, letters and what's known as an ethical will, things like photographs and videos that you would include with your estate plan to pass down more than just financial balance sheets. We create our documents in easy to read, plain English so that you can understand what you're reading, what you're getting, and what you're signing. So our attorneys at DLG are going to walk you through those documents so you clearly understand how they work for you and for your family. We work with you to create a unique name, one that you choose that reflects your family and its purposes. We give guidance for your beneficiaries and advisors, whether it's your financial advisor that we can help guide through and work together to fund and establish a plan that meets your personal needs, but also with trustees. So our trust administration process here is helpful in guiding the beneficiaries and the next generations and utilizing the resources that you pass down to maximize their individual intellectual capital and social capital. We also help guide you through communicating your appreciation for the next generation so that they'll know your love and your belief in them. So hopefully that'll create a spirit of gratitude for what you do pass down, whether it is finances or just those values, where they can take what you left and maximize what they'll be doing in their life. So now, any questions that anyone may have, we'll take those and go from there. Thank you for attending today, and we look forward to meeting you at your initial consult in the future.